game time. Welcome back to New Paltz Sports Network, everyone. Your home for all athletic news, information, and updates for your New Paltz Hawks. I'm your host, Michael Ascanio. I'm a senior here, and I'm the center fielder on the baseball team. Every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WFNP 88.7 FM, we will dive into the journeys of our NCAA athletes from various sports here at SUNY New Paltz. I'll be bringing on student athletes here to have conversations to really get to know and give them the platform to share their experiences while playing here. So that's what to expect. I'm excited, and I'll get right into it. And we're live. Welcome, everyone. Can't believe how fast time is flying. It's been a pleasure to be able to do this so far, and we'll get right into the action for the 10th episode. Right off the bat, we only got one game, but it's a huge one. Tuesday, November 12th, tomorrow, women's volleyball starts the SUNYAC tournament off versus Oswego at home in the Hawk Center. It's a whiteout, so everyone pop out, support. Hopefully we could pack out the bleachers. It's our one main home game this week, so hopefully we could get a packed house to support the girls. And one other notable game, it's not a home game, but it's very important to shout out the newly crowned champs, the women's soccer team who plays in Rochester, New York at 3:30 p.m. against Amherst College on Saturday. It's a huge game, so everyone check out the streams on the website, nphawks.com. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a sick regional game. So let's get right into it. So to kick off the 10th segment in the Hawks hot seat, she was named the Hawks Athlete of the Week due to her offensive and defensive presence, putting up 12 kills and 6 blocks in the weekend sweep. I'd like to welcome onto the network sophomore middle hitter from Syosset, New York, number 8, Lexi Stragalas.
Hello, I'm excited to be here.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Especially with a big game tomorrow. Reminder to everyone quickly, be sure to check out at New Paltz Hawks on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, and Facebook for all game content and news. Our media team did a hell of a job this weekend. They put out such cool content for everyone. The photo gallery, game stats, recaps, schedules, that's all on there. And you can check out all the sick photos and video content from this past weekend at the Soccer SUNYAC Championship. Man, it was cool. It was a crazy game, and women's soccer has cemented themselves as the best team ever here at New Paltz. So it was crazy, and everyone's got to check it out. But before we get into the good stuff, we're going to do a quick PSA break, and we're going to ask Lexi some in-depth questions. So we'll be right back.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/olderadults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Okay, forest animals, kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow, have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. River, how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man.
I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. Okay. Squirrel.
The forest has been preparing just for you. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
All right, we back. So, Lexi, you've been a consistent force on the court this season. You have 165 kills and 45 blocks total. So, how would you describe personally your approach and play style as a middle hitter?
So funny thing, I actually got my position switched mid-season to an outside and then back to middle. So honestly, going back to middle, I've just been powering through every single game, and because I haven't gotten as much practice as I normally would, so I really just have to show up to every game and just want every single ball. And I feel that's definitely helped me, especially defensively, blocking and everything. It really has helped my mindset of just go out there and play no matter what position you're playing.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. So it must have been difficult to switch back and forth, but you got to be able to stay versatile and be ready for anything that comes your way, right?
Exactly. I had to change my mentality about everything and just be no matter where I am, I'm just gonna play. I'm going to perform.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good mentality. So middle hitter, it's such a dynamic position. What skills do you focus on most to excel, and how have you developed those since last season as a freshman?
Yeah, so I've definitely worked on just like being super fast. Like I feel like that's one of my strengths that I have been just consistently working on, especially this year, just being like super aggressive and just super fast to every ball, and kind of just like running back to just go and take a full swing at like everything. So
just staying fast.
Staying fast. Oh yeah.
Cool. So I know typically the middle hitter, they don't get fed as much as an outside or right side hitter, like you said before, the outside. So how do you feel you're able to be so efficient when you do get the ball, and by staying fast?
Yeah, so I feel like for me, I definitely switch up my shots a decent amount this year. I know last year I would only hit to like one spot. Like I would see my shot chart, which is basically just like showing us where we've been hitting every single game, and it was in the same spot like every time. He's like, you got to switch it up. So I feel like this year I've definitely done a great job of like switching up my shots. We got our shot charts the other week, and it's all over the place, which is great. And so yeah, kind of just like pretending like I'm going up to swing at every ball, and even just like lightly tipping it or like just pushing it to like one side of the court. It really like can definitely trip other teams up a lot.
That's cool. It's honestly very similar to baseball, that you have like a shot chart like that. So you see that you're hitting it in a certain spot on the court, and now you know you have to spray it around. You want to hit different spots. That reminds me with baseball. Like for example, I don't know if you're familiar. If I'm always pulling the ball, that means I'm hitting it to right field. Then people are going to position me differently and move defenders closer to right field. But if I go to center field or left field, then I could get more hits, more success.
Exactly.
So that's an interesting parallel there between baseball and volleyball that I've never really understood. So
yeah, it makes you like such an unpredictable player, and like that's what I love to do. Like I'm very unpredictable. Like the other game, we had a game last week, and I hit the ball, got blocked, hit off my head onto the other side of the court, and we got the point. So like I'm very unpredictable, but it makes it like fun, and it makes it really hard for other teams to like play against us.
Oh yeah, very hard to play against. Wait, it hit off your head?
It hit off my head onto the other side of the court.
It was a mistake?
Yes, for sure.
Just randomly bonked you in the head?
And she blocked it, like domed me, but it went over, and we got the point. So.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So to segue, reflecting on last season to now, what areas of your game do you feel you've improved the most?
I've definitely improved my blocking a lot. I've never been a really strong like blocker. I've normally been told by my coaches like I'm a middle hitter. I'm just a middle hitter. I'm not like the best blocker. Yeah. And I don't know what it was, but I think I changed the way that I've been blocking, and I've been getting like so many.
It's working.
I know, compared to last year, I like got none, and then I got named like defensive player of the week, and I was like, okay, like my blocking has like really like stepped it up.
Yeah, that's awesome, because right now you're second on the team with 45. I know Leticia Perez has 51, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So you're up there.
Oh yeah.
you're killing it. So that's awesome. And yeah, Jamie Albrecht has been killing it too. She leads the team in kills. Elena Savage leads in assists. She's up there with 600 plus.
Yeah. I
know Jamie's in the high 200 in kills. So
they're doing great.
Done a little bit of homework on the stats, but so I wanted to bring up your teammates because volleyball is such a team-centric sport.
Yeah.
How would you describe the chemistry of the team this season, and especially as you approach the playoffs now? Is it a different team? Is it the same team? How do you feel about the squad?
So it's definitely such a different team from last year, and not in a bad way at all. Like we have so many incoming freshmen this year, and they've really all been like pulling their weight and doing such an amazing job. We have so many freshmen like starting on the court, and they're doing amazing, and it's obviously a learning process, but going into like playoffs and everything, like it's so amazing to see how much we've grown, because we came in with we only have 3 upperclassmen. So
yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so coming in, we knew that it was going to be pretty rough because it's so many new people touching the court and like so many new people coming in. But at the end of the day, like we have playoffs coming up and like we've been like killing it. Like we've been doing a lot better.
Yeah,
so.
I saw you guys are 7-3 in your last 10, and
Yeah.
you guys are peaking at the right time.
Exactly.
Don't let the Hawks get hot. Wow, you only have 3 upperclassmen?
Yeah. Morella, Jamie, and Letitia, they're the only ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even realized that.
Yeah, it's crazy, but we have been doing great. Like, the freshmen have really pulled through.
And that's awesome because now you guys are all getting experience under your belt.
Exactly.
And I know the volleyball program is a very good program. So now to have, that could be a blessing in disguise to have such a young team.
Yeah.
And especially now you guys are getting the taste of playoffs. You get to host the quarterfinal tomorrow at home in front of the home crowd. White out, everyone, by the way, wear white. So that's pretty cool. The youngins could, you never know.
Exactly. He threw them out there, and they've been doing great, so.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I know the team has been in battles all year. You guys are 15-12, but peaking at the right time. How do you and your teammates build each other up during tough games or after tough losses?
Yeah, so I feel like during a game, if someone's in their head or if someone's not having their best game, we kind of like
now you guys
doing
are
great, so.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like in their head or if someone's not so in their head or if someone's not in their head or if someone's not